It's me, Camila Rose. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I just got back from my walk, so we're gonna knock this out real quick. I am doing the 185 Insane, and I'm on week 11, and I am having a great time. And I think part of the reason why my update is gonna be kind of small today is because things are just kind of rolling along, so I don't really have a lot to necessarily talk about. Writing, let's see how that's been going. So I'm supposed to be editing my Venus Intensive. I have been very resistant to that. As you can see, I only did editing 2 times. I edited like 500 something words, and then I edited 851 words. I did a total of editing 1,427 words for all of last week. And this week, I don't know if I'm doing necessarily that much better, but I am trying to just like sit down and actually like force myself to do it. I have to get everything done this week. But I think I'm just gonna print it out and do some line edits and things like that and work on formatting. It is only the first edition, so I know there's space to say, like, if I know I'm just feeling like so resistant to getting this done, I could just put it in the second edition, which gives me a lot of leeway to not have to stress myself out. For my 2 works in progress, I think these are not gonna be a short story and a novella, but hopefully I can just buckle down. I have no outline, even though I have an outline, but I don't have an outline. I'm not sure what the conflict is. They're both stories about power. All the stories that I've written so far, or that I am writing, are all about power. How do we get power? What do we do with power? What is the relationship between power and love? What is the relationship between empowerment, self-power, and like external forces of power? Like, how do all those different things play together? And one, the longer one, which is working title, The Night Ritual, that is about love and power, and then like, what would we do for love? How does that impact our how we interact with other people and how we display and use our power? The one that I was just talking about around like kind of the self-realization, basically it's finding her own business and creating her own identity and finding a way to care for herself while also being able to actively still be a part of her family and her village. And then the last one is about power and empowerment and embracing our own power, embracing our own story, not letting others dictate what that will look like, and the fear of being judged for who we are, while being able to also share this power and this ability and this space with others. So that one I still feel like needs some fleshing out, and I feel like none of these really shared anything about what the plot is, but I still want to work on those a little bit more before I share what the plot is. So I'm working and I'm writing, but I'm just kind of writing, and the words are flowing and getting out, but they're not necessarily structured because I don't have the plots worked out. But I feel like I can't sit down and work the plots out until I get done with the editing. So I'm just in this kind of conundrum. So for those 2 works, for the H one, it is 643 words on Sunday, 500 words on Monday. I did 554 words on Tuesday, 566 words on Wednesday, 519 on Thursday, 524 on Friday, 551 on Saturday, for a total of 3,857 words. And then for the M one, EM, I did 637, 503, 584, 573, 630, 573, 590, for a total of 4,090 words, for a total for the combined is 7,947 words. So I did meet my goal of 7K, and I met my goal of 1K every day, so that's fun. And then for the Night Ritual for editing, I only edited on Wednesday and Friday. I did 2,469 words edited on Wednesday, 204 on Friday, for a total of 2,643. Definitely not editing as much as I need to be, but you know, we're moving and shaking, we're getting it done. So for week 11, I actually did, I think I mentioned this already, that I research query process. I didn't even realize I wrote a query for the Night Ritual, which is the one that I'm working on, that I want to query. I just forgot that I did it. So I was like editing that, I was looking through the process, I joined one of the like websites like query tracker, I think it is. So I did that 2 days. I did that on Wednesday and Friday, and I was very excited about that. Ooh, we're like working towards some of our goals. What I need to do is find an author event. I will be doing one, but I'm working it. So, and I'm not doing it book related. So I'm like, no, I have to find a book related thing that I can attend as an author. I read tarot at Bewitched Denton, and they have had a couple of their TikToks go viral. They've been super duper busy. And then I've been receiving messages like, hey, would you like to get free stuff and then you can do a review on it? We want videos. We prefer TikTok, you know, but we want video platforms. And I'm like, oh, my Instagram is geared towards nothing but my tarot and astrology and all that other stuff. It's not very much around lifestyle and beauty. And well, I don't really do beauty, but I do skincare. But my TikTok that I used to post on was all about those different things, and it covered a lot more areas. And I know that that's what they're sending me stuff from, is because of my TikTok that I had. Let me go see if I can post from my TikTok on my laptop. And if I can, and I don't have to get the app and I don't have to actually be on there, baby, I'm gonna do it. I found out I could get those videos on there and that I could schedule videos onto my TikTok. Baby, my third platform, my third piece of content is just gonna be on TikTok. I scheduled already out a week of videos to just go up randomly, and so that I can start getting my stuff. I want my skincare products. We are back on TikTok, but not really, because I don't use it. Sorry to those people, sorry to the folks that I'm going to be taking y'all's products, because I don't really use that platform, but I sure will be posting on it so I can get my stuff. But post 3 pieces of content, I did that every day. Work 2 hours a day, did that every day. Weightlifting, I did my 3 days. I did Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I know that's the schedule I want to have. And this is the next week. This is week 12 that I'm recording this, and I did my weights. You can see them on the counter. I did weightlifting yesterday. Today is Tuesday, and I'll do them Wednesday and Friday. I really like that schedule, and I like having Sundays completely off, no type of physical activity whatsoever, to just let my body like rest and reset, because I do something every day and I just know that like I need a little bit of time to just adjust and to have that option, especially if I want to go for a walk, I can, but if I don't, then I can take the break. For health stuff, I did the weightlifting, 4 miles 5 times a week. So I did that, my usual Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Stanley's, I did that every day. So I did that for all of those days like I'm supposed to. I took my vitamins every single day. Let's talk about that. My vitamins and my tuning forks have been so much easier to get done. And I don't know, vitamins I really wasn't struggling with. Tuning forks, I had such a hard time just being like, just go and do the tuning forks. And now I just leave 2 of them out. They're on my mantle over the fireplace. And I just come in, I do my walk or my run, I come in, I do my tuning forks, I come in, I drink some water, I go and I take my vitamins. Like, it's just like a little circuit. And it's so easy now. And I was really struggling before. I don't know if it was just that I was resistant to it, if it was the stress of the stuff that I was getting done, or a combination of all those things. But right now it's just been so super duper easy to do. And I don't know, maybe I just needed to get my system together, and because I stuck with it and didn't just give it up when it was hard, I found the way that works for me to actually get it done. Tuning forks, I did every day but Sunday. And then I still haven't done my yoga yet. I will do it though, it will happen. For running for my hobby, I did that all of those days. I do it 4 days out of the week. And then this last week, week 11, was run 3 minutes, walk 1 minute. This week, the 12th, I'm doing run 4 minutes, walk 1 minute. I am really like eyeing next week because it's run 6 minutes, walk 1 minute, and I'm like, that is a long time. And I have a little bit of like anxiety around that and being able to run for that period, but I think it's gonna be fine. We're gonna do it. We're just gonna lock in and it's gonna be great. Then for personal, for socials, no socials before 9. Before 9, I did it every day. After 9, I didn't do it on Saturday. Saturday, I like accidentally clicked on it. And I do count, if I accidentally click on like Facebook or something like that, I count that as not having met my goal. And then reading for 30 minutes. Oh, I totally read. I read every day. I read in the mornings. I read in the bathtub. I read in the afternoon. I'm gonna have to do a book review, like to update and just talk about the books that I'm reading. I don't think I've finished anything new from my last update that I provided, but once I do, then I'll let you all know. I thought this was going to be a super quick video, just like 5 minutes or something, but it ended up being much longer because I actually had some things to talk about, which makes me happy. But that is it. That's my update for week 11. I will see y'all for week 12, which is going really great so far, and I hope you have a great one. I hope you're doing well. Hope your goals are just flying by and all your excellency and being able to achieve them. And I will talk to you all later. Have a great one. Bye.